got your back, don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night.
Within the inner heart I plead for you to talk to me. I wanna hear the good and bad news stories you have. As I drift across the sky, the overhead turns high. So good night, let me sing a lullaby. I'll be singing, baby.
Feeling more pressure, but it appears in the media. Better stop treating it small or media. I'm extra large, baby, taking premium. About that time you believe in me. Yeah, I'ma lay it down, grabbing that crown. Laying dollars on the ground, gonna double up now. 65, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Heavy punchline about to cruise. Let it go, let it out, let it go, let it out. Take a deep
never felt like I never felt like baby, still with me. You gotta tell now. I never felt like I never felt like baby, still with me. You gotta tell now. I never felt like I never felt like baby, still with me. You gotta tell now.
I'm not ready, but I kept trying. Not strong enough, but I kept going. But through the hardship of way, knowing that if I don't fight, I'll forever be more with pain. If I give up, that's an automatic loss for me and a win for my enemies. Can't let it be. Took a few knockouts to understand again. Now I'm ready for the ring. Yo, time for the king. Wearing the armbands to see succeeds. Be in a state of no fear, fixed like a spree team. As we proceed, no guarantees. As we take these few steps to our destiny. Who knows what happens? So we believe in a win, no space for doubt. We believe in a team. Unwelcome guest, disregarding the question. Putting these enemies in forever oppressed.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What is good there, gamers? Welcome back to WASD. We got some Granblue Fantasy versus Rising bingo for you guys on this fine Friday night. It's your boy Jaytsu, and I'm hanging out with Ryer and ImpurestClub themselves. How you guys doing?
Dude, I'm
Doing
good.
Yeah, doing good. Happy it's Friday for sure. Happy to be a part of this. Looking forward to some of the craziness that will ensue in these games.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we for those of you who don't know, we ran this with Under Night before and it was a blast. But that was 2 years ago now, which is kind of wild. So I wanted to do it again, and Granblue felt like the game to do it. The idea is it's a 5v5 exhibition, but instead of just trying to knock out the other team, each team has their own bingo cards. They're different cards, some shared elements, but for the most part pretty different. And the first team to get bingo wins. There are a few rules. Number one, the players are random selected. Players can play twice in a row, but once you've played twice, you have to rotate off, and another player is going to be randomly selected from your team and pulled in. Once the entire pool's been exhausted, it'll reset, and you can pull in more players. The first team to get a bingo wins, obviously. To get a bingo square, you have to win the round you do the action in. So one of the shared squares is hit the Callisto, which for those of you who don't know is wake up 2U into super. But you have to win the round after doing it. So you can't just check off the square and then lose. You got to win the round. And to claim an actual bingo, you have to win a game. So yeah, you can lock the other team out from claiming bingo if you just don't let them win games.
Yeah, if you just boss up, you're like, all right, I want to keep these guys here as long as possible here on Friday night. Just hang out. We're not going to win it, but we're going to make it very hard to try and close it out. But speaking of, we went through the rules, so thank you, Imp. But of course, we have the teams as well. Our team captains, Elsa and Hazel, leading their respective teams. So Elsa has Zeron, Ranichu, Shuabu, Have a Nice Day, and themselves. And of course, Hazel has Beepaw, Coach Steve, Diaphone, and Gabagool, bringing up the Vanguard. So I'm excited to see these 5v5s.
Yeah, very much so. All 10 players of the highest caliber, familiar faces to the stream. I've entered a lot of our weeklies, a lot of our offline monthlies for some of the folks who are more local to the New York area. And yeah, you can see some of these cards maybe tailored a little bit to the teams. Can definitely see some characters. You see Charlotta on the and Nier on the Team Elsa card. Oh yeah, that's so I don't have to squint.
There we go.
Yeah, some of the characters that we're familiar with these folks. You see La Diva over on Team Hazel, Narmaya, of course, over there, Percival as well. Is Siegfried over there? Yeah, Siegfried over on Team Hazel for Steve. A lot of interesting ones, and I don't know. I think there's some really fun ones on here. I was looking over this earlier in the day, and I hope we can see some of these. I'm really hoping to see a fully charged Percival SPA.
Yeah, that would be sick. And I'm sure you guys know, we're trying to put some of the harder conditions to do kind of in the same row as that free space, just so that it's not super easy for them to optimize. Oh, let's speed run it. Easy 4 squares, and then we're out of here in an hour. No. We got to make it a little more difficult. I know you guys saw that Narmaya J214U. You're like, that move's pretty good. Baiting a throw with it, not the hardest thing in the world, but that's why it's kind of off to the side. Meanwhile, some of these, main row squares, we see things like, do the Belial pair. I'm not going to say the title out loud, but, do the Belial parry 3 times in a round. Technically, you don't need to actually land any of them or proc them, but if you're missing 3 parries, you're probably not going to win that round, if you catch my drift. So, we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. There's actually an algorithm to that. You can, look up, where should I put harder to achieve bingo squares? And, someone mapped it out, and they're like, make sure these are about twice as hard as these, and these are, easier, and
okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. As someone who really likes math, I was looking at that and I'm like, that is really cool that someone figured that out.
Yeah, I don't know. Mark for Mod found it, but there was a bingo blog that had the art of the perfect bingo card.
The art of bingo is crazy, bro.
I'm gonna be a bingo shark, a bingo sweat. I'm a B7 main, trying to win this money out here from these other seniors.
All right, I'm gonna roll for them. Give me a second.
Okay.
And then once they've been it's players random select, but then they can pick a character and effectively go for it.
Yeah, they can pick the character, whatever. It's just the player is random selected.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll have to just kind of see, I guess, what strategy's going on, what's going through the players' minds as we see which character they pick, and then I guess how they approach the start of the round. You will not be seeing optimal round starts all the time in this format.
No, I don't think so, because we have, things that are bring your opponent to 0 BP. So are we immediately, from the jump, just going to go for Raging Strike to try and get that 2 BP out and then, optimize for an SBA? There's also another, square that's win around with 3 BP. And a different square than that is win without spending BP. So, just a quick note that those are 2 different kind of conditions here. And of course, you guys can check out the rest of them if you're interested. I know it's a little hard to see on the scene right now, but there's exclamation point bingo in the chat if you want to follow along with all the shenanigans.
Give me 1 second. My wheel
All
broke.
good.
I'm fixing it up real quick, and then we'll get going.
Wheel machine broke. Understandable. Have a nice day. I'm trying to think. What is, speaking of have a nice day, one of the Beelzebub conditions over on Team Elsa's bingo board, we got win around with 2-2-U. So that's, ultimate karma. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it is kind of one of those jump scare ultimate skills. So I wonder how hard that one's going to be, or if Hava's going to be like, nah, bro, as the Bubs player on the team, I'm good. I'm not trying to go for it. That one's crazy.
Yeah, we see that one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
One of the mainline tactics with that move is to, throw the EX projectile or the ultimate projectile, and then if they block it, here comes Here comes Team
Yeah.
you. So we might just see normal Beelzebub play, check that box off. I want to see how they go about getting the 2B self-destruct. I feel like early on...
Well,
people were
you
like,
have to kill with it to win the round. Because
unless
you
you're
die afterwards.
Combo, you're
Yeah.
lapped out
So
already.
you
Like, you're-
absolutely have to kill with it, because if you just do it and then you lose the round, you lose. So you have to kill with it.
Yeah, I was even just thinking like, oh, is there a combo into it? But it has to be a kill combo into it if you want to get that. I did not put 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah. It's like
You can't just
Android
end the round.
16,
like, you
yeah.
have to route into it.
Yeah. Android 16 round start.
That's so cursed. Gonna grab a drink and fill with this bingo? Absolutely. You know, I'm excited to see you pull up here, Steve, to represent Team Hazel as well. I got a drink on deck, so hopefully you guys are excited. Granblue Handshake shouldn't be too hard, I feel like, but the difficulty is winning that round. Obviously, both of the bingo boards have them and in the same position as well, but you gotta be able to win the round to claim that square.
Chat, I'm sorry in advance that my wheel is going to look a little bit scuffed, but we're going to roll them both.
Friday night scuff.
We love Scott.
All right. So we're going to
yes.
roll. We're going to roll.
This is awesome.
Does it make a little yay sound? When...
It should make a sound.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna come through, but we're gonna roll.
I hope it's at 200% volume.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
we didn't get the yay, but we did get Have a Nice Day as the first representative on Team Elsa.
Ava versus Diaphragm.
Okay. So these are
There
two
we go.
that have like the whole roster under their belt. So I actually have no idea who they're gonna try and, you know, take these early squares with. Maybe they'll play their mains and try and go for those system mechanic blocks, or they're gonna go for something a little bit more high value. You know, one of these off picks and really try and set the momentum.
Yeah, both these players have played like the entire cast, as you said. I think Diaphone ran basically everyone to Masters over the course of, you know, a whole bunch of streams. Hava plays the game in and out, counterpick expert in our brackets. So yeah, this could be, you could go anywhere here. I feel like if I'm targeting this bingo square, I'm looking at that small frame around the free space. I'm looking at those like the Brady Bunch around.
Dude, those are like, those are supposed to be the harder squares.
Yeah, sure.
No, those are
but,
cursed. Win a game with Vayne?
They're
That's
high
cursed.
value. I think we will see
They're high value.
probably an attempt to win a game with Vayne. Maybe not Matera
Okay.
over from Diaphone on the Hazel side, but
Yeah.
we might see the win a game with Vayne attempt.
All right. I like that win around as EX Avatar is just its own thing. You know, you already have to win the round to secure the square, but you know, once you pull up with the character select, it's like, all right, this might be an uphill battle, so we might as well just give it to you.
I didn't know Diaphone changed his Steam name to Beaphone.
So unserious, man. I remember when he was Thiophone, when he was getting Anila to Masters too. This dude just be yapping in the Steam name, man. So over.
Oh,
The
man.
art of the Team name runs deep in the WASD streams. We've had quite a few
It
choices
does.
in the Under Night days. Big fan of some of those. Had to blur some of those out too. In the past.
Yeah, I really appreciate how Melty covers them.
You know, there's Knots, a really good, you know, Seth and Wagner player, and then there's Revert, who sometimes goes in with the screen name that rhymes with Knots, which we have to cover up on the stream because it's a little explicit. Bingo time. What's good, Makuna? What's good, B. Lucas Live?
Hello, everyone in the chat. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good week. And it's only going to get better from here. I see a Beatrix from Beaphone. So no Beatrix exclusive square and no Jita exclusive square either, huh?
So there is a Beatrix square, but it's on the other team.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. it is.
Surely they're not like looking at it wrong, right? Because they are also swapped technically on where they are on the Google sheet. Hopefully Diaphone is not thinking, oh, let me low profile a projectile, and then he's like, where's my square at the end? It was like, oh, that is not for your team. But speaking of the first representatives from each team, Team Hazel repped by Diaphone, and Have a Nice Day coming in for Team Elsa for game number 1.
All right, let's see how this goes. Hava with 13,000 gems on Vegeta and grinding out this character. The player just doesn't look like some ordinary Granblue here. A little bit of strike throw.
Oh no, I see that stroke. Maybe we are looking for the projectile here, and especially against Jita, Fireball might be something that is viable to try and look for, but Have a Nice Day already has you up against the wall.
Granblue handshake certainly on the table from the corner here. Good DP from Diaphone. Oh, Witch throw just on a walk back from Hava. For the Brave counter there as well.
Oh, scary. We tried to go for the air throw to catch out the preempted JL back, but no, have a nice day. Just chilling on the ground. That's the first round.
And that will be a round with 3 BP for Hava, restoring that back after the Brave counter. So first square secured, perhaps?
All right. Did win the round, so EX stroke, make your way in. EXDP, I can't imagine that's what you were going for, but maybe just trying to go a little crazy with it. Diaphone eating a lot of damage for that.
Corner knockdown situation. Ultimate fireball getting the wall bounce. It's gonna be a ton of damage if it doesn't drop. Oh my gosh!
No, it's not the Granblue handshake. Diaphone didn't believe. I saw what Hava was trying to go for there, but...
Oh, not quite coast to coast with the Raging Strike combo. Almost getting all the way over there.
Yeah, would have been another square.
Oh, run up delay. L is gonna take the round for Hava. Oh, if you want to go coast to coast, Gina is your girl.
So there's no requirement on how many RCs you need to use. The RC was used.
That's
it went
true.
corner to corner, so I guess that's 2 squares already for Hava in one game.
Have a nice day indeed, hitting the bingo board with the swiftness.
So is it first to 2 for every set, or is it?
It's just 2 rounds, so you can play 2
2
games
rounds,
in
okay,
a
okay.
row, and then rotate off.
Gotcha. Okay.
The scanning of this board, making sure we gotta consult the judges, make sure we didn't miss anything. I think.
Yeah.
Most
I don't
of
think
it-
either of them went to 0 BP, right? And I think.
No, we did see.
Did we?
We saw a Brave counter after a Brave counter. I don't know how close. It wasn't blocked. I think it was a block and then a hit with it.
Okay, yeah. I think it needs to be, you waited it out and baited it out, and then BC immediately after.
And I
Which
do
I'm
think it was-
assuming is the letter of the law we got.
And I do think it was, gosh, my memory, but it was Hava's, and then Diaphone would have been the one to Brave counter the Brave counter, I believe,
Okay.
which did not win the round.
Okay.
We'd have to check the tapes on that one, because I'm now realizing how fast things move as you're trying to look at a bingo board.
No, yeah.
I don't know if you all have ever been to sweaty bingo, for lack of a better word, like really try hard bingo. No, I'm not joking. Like really
No. Go
try
ahead. Go ahead.
bingo. They go so fast, and they have so many bingo cards that I can't keep up. I get anxiety. I can barely play 2 cards, and there's these 61-year-old ladies with 15 cards going across the table, and they're just ta 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 ta.
I feel like I see them with multiple boards as well. That one is cursed. Oh, you did BC and BC. All right. 3 squares in one game is pretty good, I gotta say. I mean, yes,
Dude,
they were
shades of
system
Spanish.
mechanic squares, but
I think Diaphone's gonna stay on.
Okay.
Just I'm guessing, because he's that back down on the cab.
Okay.
So you can stay on
Okay. So
up
you
to
can stay on
twice.
the front too.
Yeah, and then you get booted off when we roll again. But I'm not sure.
Now we can talk tactics, though. What's looking juicy on the Team Elsa board now?
I don't know. We have a diagonal, but it's not a diagonal through the middle. You know what I'm saying? None of them match up into the same what's it called? 5 row of bingo. So we're getting them out of the way, I think.
Yeah, it's you can't go wrong getting more squares filled. But yeah, there's no real there's no optimal path forward, except I guess you want to avoid the top left if you're looking at that board.
I think so. Interesting that Team Elsa does have the center column, which is all system mechanics. So technically, everyone could play their mains and then try and bait it out through that way. We have a round 1 already with 3 BP, but the double perfect, I think, is what's going to make it super hard, right? We were talking about it a little bit before the stream started. At the end of the day, this is high-level Granblue play, so being able to gap so hard with the double perfect, even if your opponent maybe, pulls up and tries to win a game with Matera or one of these other weaker characters, it's still hard to, try and avoid any of that chip damage twice in a row.
Yeah, I think especially this early too, where it's not like you can even make a read and say, okay, they're probably going for one of the harder squares, so let me try to get a double perfect here. It's team board is totally open for Team Hazel right now.
Let's see. I really want to see someone hit the Callisto. I'm not gonna. So it says hit. So on block does not count, right? If they just
Yeah, no, it has to connect. You gotta
Okay.
wake up into the 2U, The SBA or the SSBA.
Okay.
I
'Cause
gotta
says
see it.
That's letter of the law kind of deal.
Yeah.
There we go.
For both, for chat, when Imp explained it to both Jaytsu and I think we had the
Yeah.
exact same response. We were like, huh? Because
We were like, oh, 2U super is so free, bro. And then he was
Yeah.
like, oh, he said no at first. And we were like, oh, okay. And then he was like, oh, sorry, I mistyped. I hit enter too early. On wake up 2U. And we were like, oh, I see.
All right. So we are going to roll for Team Elsa, but Diaphone is going to stay on.
So because Hava played and elected not to play twice,
He's
we
now
are
out of the
rolling.
rotation, yeah.
Got it.
Shuabu
Shuabu.
headed up to the stand.
All right, Shubu coming up for Team Elsa. Looking at this roster, maybe we see a Nier, maybe we see that Lancelot square is looking pretty juicy to me on
I
Team
know, that's pretty high value.
Yeah,
I gotta say. You already got one on the Coast to Coast RC. It gets the free space. I don't know. I feel like Shuabu has definitely not looked at the board yet. Like, my read is he was reading manga up until, like, right now. And then he's like, oh, shoot, I gotta boot Granblue. They're like, yeah, you're in. He's like, oh, okay. All right, I'm connecting to servers as we speak.
Oh, man. I feel like people are going to blitz for the like, general mechanics ones first, and then go for a character specific.
Yeah, agreed, because you get to shoot at multiple ones, and honestly, if double perfect your opponent wasn't in that central column for Team Elsa, I would say, win condition spotted with general system mechanics, but I don't know,
I don't know. Granblue Handshake is also like...
Yeah, I guess you kind of, it's
hard
of
to set up intentionally, right?
You can't. You gotta... Somebody's gotta react, and then it's a scramble for whoever wins the round who gets that square.
Mhm.
a mad dash.
Dude, I want to see fully charged SBA so bad. I'm not gonna lie. I know Hazel. Oh, okay. So no, because Hazel would have to go back up to the stand to do, one square with the Percival, and then have the full team rotate, and then come back as Narmaya to try and get bait throw.
You can
with
switch
Bait
characters if you play twice in a row, so you're not locked into character
you're
just
right,
because you
you're
win.
right.
Got it.
So you can play one as Vera, and then another game as like Siegfried or 2B or whatever.
Okay.
But Diaphone, I think, is going to be on the 2B.
I'm seeing
I think we're going for the self-destruct.
Destruct is a good one. I was going to say, I frequently go for fully charged Percival SBA because I'm buffering my super regardless of if it hits or not, and if they block, I have to just hope that they give me the time to charge up that super and let it rip.
You're praying, bro.
Yeah. Have all EX moves on cooldown is another pretty easy one to get. You just got to make sure you win the round. 2B, I think,
That's
cannot
true.
do that, actually, now that I say that.
Yeah, 2B can't, I don't
You
think.
can't do that, but...
So I think if someone pulls up with Lucilius, getting max sword gauge and then having all EX moves on cooldown is viable. But I don't know, man. Living that long when you're a character that needs to scale, it's a little bit scary. But a character that doesn't need to scale is Siegfried. So Shuabu pulling up with the Sig, Diaphone still back up at the stand, but swapping over to the 2B.
Oh my goodness, huh? It looks like that was going for put all EX moves on cooldown.
I think so. Oh no, but everything is back up. You got to start from square one.
Punish on that 6XL. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Tried to go for the throw, maybe trying to bait out the Granblue handshake here. I wonder if self-destruct is going to be a viable win con here, especially because I know the self-destruct can punish certain supers, but I don't know if Sigs was, one that I saw in the Twitter tech.
I'm not sure either. I am seeing Diaphone is very frequently running up, dashing short, and going for a throw. I think he's trying to force the Granblue handshake.
I think so, but, I think you kind of got to condition it a little bit as well, right? So finally going for the throw, showing Shuabu that there is something to be tech. Oh, no, and a big punish on the spaced out brave counter.
Yay. Oh, 0 BP on Shuabu. Your opponent to 0 PP achieved and win around with 3 PP.
Oh, okay, two
Both
squares
achieved,
in one
yes.
round. Diaphone
Two
inspired by Have a Nice Day's efficiency.
Striking back.
Does that count as all EXs? I don't think so. I think we were saying right before that we don't have EX cooldowns right on 2B, so it wouldn't be a viable win con. But EXDP coming out from Shuabu might try to go for the EX cooldown themselves, and
there it is.
They got it, but let's win the round though.
Win the round. Wait, 2 charges? Hold on, efficiency achieved.
Oh, if
no,
he
that's
gets
on
the
other board.
third.
That's on the other board, ignore me.
Ooh, all right, have all EX moves on cooldown ticked off for Team Elsa.
And I believe he did not spend the VP.
Oh, okay. 2 for 1 on both sides. Shuabu holding on to the lead for Team Elsa right now. Now we're still trying to seal out the game though.
Nobody got me, 5M got me. Catch up.
You want this Granblue throw so bad, man.
Not pressing the throw button ever.
He is familiar with your game. He will take the throw 5 times in a row if he really has to. I don't know if there's any particular win con that we might be looking for, or square con for Shuabu. Might actually be okay with just sacking this round as long as we don't give Diphone any extra squares.
Sure. You can just hold down back.
Yep.
Okay, running in. Big combo here. There's a Radiant Strike. Oop.
Oh, yeah, I think we could have full spent for it, right? And then at least gotten a little bit closer to the corner. Might have been able to count, but still, you said it earlier, Ryer, if nobody got me near 5M from 2B, 5M got me.
Huh? She's from near.
I was thinking of Automata, my fault. I was thinking too much. Caught in the corner, and Shuabu falls in game number 1 here to Diphone. But I don't know if he was able to get any squares in that 3rd round.
I don't know if Diphone got another square here. I'm looking over it. Certainly no self-destruct, certainly no handshake.
Might have been close to the coast-to-coast RC combo, but didn't want to spend the bravery points for it either.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But, I mean, two in that 1st round, very quickly, a good one for Diphone. So now Diphone has to hop off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rotating out for Team Hazel. I wonder if Shuabu is going to stick around or if he's going to swap out as well.
Shuabu doing a good job, too, even though losing the match. Getting 2 in the top row.
Yeah.
So it looked like he was really going for that specifically.
Oh, yeah. In the top row is actually, it's good that you mentioned that. And they're also in the 2nd and 5th columns. So we've stacked up a couple win cons throughout Team Elsa's board right now. That's good.
Optimal right there. Holy crap.
Wait, he might have been min-maxing. I'm sorry. I was talking all that smack earlier. Maybe he was looking at the board.
I got my 2 squares. I'm about to hold forward. Make sure I get 1 point of damage, and then I'm about to hold forward and just go next.
Steve, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure he won with 3, but he spent in that 1st round. But I'll double check.
He may have not spent it as well.
I'll double check. I'll go back.
Oh, we got the tapes.
I got the tapes on something else. I'm running another stream delayed because
That's
I need
just
it.
a review.
I need
That's why
it.
you're the goat.
Yeah.
You're so smart. I would have just been here like, pull up the YouTube.
I believe you. Beepaw. Birthday boy Beepaws pulling up to the stand. I like that his name is in yellow and it's also Beepaws. That's a little quirky, but yeah, birthday boy pulling up.
By all laws of nature, we should not be no
Read the whole
fairy
screen.
on here.
There is fairy.
Oh, I'm blind. Holy crap.
Convert off
All
of
good.
JL with install.
Convert.
So what is
off
that?
of
That's JL dive kick? I'm trying to
JL,
think if
yeah,
there are any other ways
true,
to-
I believe, yeah.
Okay.
And no, we don't mean jump in with JL and then auto combo.
Yeah, I know. With install fairy.
Once you
though.
have the install,
I
you
guess
just
that's spirit of
fucking
it, yeah.
JL and JL. Wow.
JL.
Also, Diphone did win without spending BP
Yes.
for
Oh,
that 1st
okay.
round. Yeah.
Cool. So that is 3
was
squares
3?
for Team Hazel, 2
Yeah.
Team Elsa's 5. So able to, at least close a little bit of that distance between the bingo boards. That's pretty good.
For sure. And if a Beepos bring up the fairy, which it looks like they are, we have that 2nd row, far right column, the
Yep.
Callisto with fairies very good to you.
Oh,
Is
God.
Oh,
on the
that's
table.
true.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that 2nd row is looking juicy from this perspective.
Yeah. But I think one of the restrictions probably for the Callisto, or actually, I'm trying to think, if you catch a shimmy with Fairy 2U, would they be in range for the SBA to actually land, like the Orb Super? I guess it would depend on the spacing here, but we're going to see as we head into our next game.
Might need SSBA. Oh, no, we got Matera. Okay, we got
Oh, okay.
Beepos on Matera. Chubu on Beatrix, looking to low profile a projectile, and what better character to do it against than Matera?
It just makes sense.
Down with Matera. Throw bait.
Run up. 6XL. Back throw. Plus strength into plus fame. Just rotate them. All the cooldowns in the world. But you already have the EXs on deck. Big chill and send the EXDP.
Get off. Oh my goodness. Her reversal super worked out.
Shubu really looking worse for wear in this first round.
Oh,
Low profile the projectile with the
gotta win
ultimate.
the- actually, are you
Riding
dead?
free. It's pre-nerf Bea. I don't know. It's pretty doable, especially.
Oh.
No, you had the 100 meter and you got that last hit. Now it's down to one more touch. But still could steal it out and deny the square.
Square is denied. You must win the round to get the square. Win a game. Oh, you win a game with Matera? Win a
Yeah, it's a
match?
game. It's not a round.
Okay.
You gotta win
Oh.
You're
4.
gonna get 2 rounds in a row.
Low value.
Yeah, do your best, but really believing in the Matera a little bit. D-Pause pulling up with a short hop.
Wrong move, but a drop combo from Shubu as well. I'm not as familiar with these characters.
Scary on the scramble. I actually don't know if the undetonated butterfly would count for the low profile, but either way, still able to escape, keep you up against the corner. That's it.
Whoa!
That's what I'm saying. Phoenix Wright would not.
Throws plus frames.
Yep. The EX Thunderbird, 100 meter apiece, looking for the Granblue throw. We'll just go straight in for it. Double butterfly.
Whoa! Oh, no. Wait!
Does that count? We gotta
No,
replay
that,
that.
that's not a
Okay.
projectile. That's not a projectile.
Did it
She was
count for the
jumping.
Granblue handshake?
I thought the handshake happened.
Maybe. We have the instant replay available, but either way, Shubu
I
able
look like
to
they
take
both
the
went
round.
for the throw there. Not in the normal situation you see that, but
Yeah.
definitely may count.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think it counts for the low profile on the projectile, but either way. Round number 3. Okay, I think that counts. It does a hitbox, right?
We'll get one more quick advantage right now. Oh, yeah, it's going exclusively for that. Oh, gracious!
Hey, D-Pause knew you were a little doubtful. Knows you're looking for that square, but looking for the empty throw ends up putting you into the corner for your trouble.
Counter out, this is gonna be scary.
Ooh.
Gosh.
Or
Not going for anything!
just waiting on it. No, but catches out the riding free. That is the game for D-Pause.
We're gonna take the win a game with Matera Square and shore up that top left looking pretty full. Some pretty
Yeah.
easy ones in there.
Yeah, what are we thinking? So we're threatening that second column. We're threatening that second row as well. The Callisto potentially on deck as a consideration if B-Ball comes back up.
Who won?
Right.
That was B-Paw.
That was B-Paw, right?
On Matera.
Yeah. Pause.
You can
One.
switch characters. Yes.
Yes, you can switch characters.
So we
Yes.
might be looking for the
He's like,
fairy to
"Who
try
said
and get another square on that second row.
Fighting
Actually,
for my
we
life as this
could get the
Matera.
Callisto and the fairy, to be honest.
That's like, and then you completely lock your opponent out of using brave counters because they want to block that square.
Wait,
we were
that's
talking-
so good.
We were talking earlier about like, don't look at your opponent's board. I think now that we're in it, that actually makes it more fun. That you're like, you can metagame around what your opponent's now trying to not, like, you know what your opponent's trying to get you to not do, so you
Yes.
can play around them trying to prevent you from doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we saw something similar already from B-Pause in that previous round, right? We were seeing, Shubu thinking, okay, low profile the butterfly, but I don't know if that actually counts as low profiling the projectile. So looking for that riding free once again, and then baiting it out with something that caught that low profile was pretty smart, and is also able to seal out the game with Matera as well. So if we're able to get the, JL install and the Callisto on this next set for B-Pause, it might be pretty scary.
Has to
That's
play
correct.
Zerom though.
Playing Zerom. Zerom maybe just goes right for the Charlotta square, right? Parry 3 times in a round. This successfully parried, right? I would think.
Yeah, successfully. You can't just.
Successfully parried.
Yeah.
I mean, I
which
guess
makes
you-
throw very, very potent if they know they're going for that, and there is win both rounds with a throw, I believe, somewhere on this board.
Yeah, win 2 rounds in a row with a throw. In a row, so it's not. You can't win.
In a row, okay.
Yeah, you can't just close out the game. You got to win 2 rounds in a row with throw.
I see. Still got air throws as well. I think we saw a little bit of, Diaphone and Hava trying to look for the air throws, and then after round number 1, I think they just gave up on it. They were like, this is feeling a little situational for me. I think I'm good. I'll focus on some other squares.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was Team Elsa, I would give up on air throw. Just looking at the positioning of
I
it.
think so, yeah. I don't think you need it.
It's kind of not there. Double perfect really looking like one of the best options here. All right, so there we go. We have Zerom on the signature Charlotta. Keep on the signature Fairy. So this is both their mains. More or less. Beepon plays Fairy. Bit of a struggle. But you know what I'm saying.
Swapping around a little bit. Goes back and forth on believing in the character, but didn't believe in the whip. The spot dodge immediately through with the 6XL for Zerom.
Whips the throw. That's
Ooh,
one.
look for the parry. And finds it.
Parries the DG, which doesn't create an animation, but is a successful parry on the projectile there. There's 2. Oh.
Might be looking for one more. Jump in is clean. Gonna put you in lethal range.
You kill here. Go for some options. Anything you throw at Zerom can just be parried on reaction like that.
Just try and keep yourself safe. That's 50-meter down for the EXGG, or the ultimate GG rather. Whip the parry, but no punish.
I love that option from Beepod to do the yes, to do the horizontal air attack that would completely miss Charlotta's low hurt box, and therefore the parry will not trigger. Only going for throws.
Wait, Zerom can't kill Beepod or he loses all the parries.
Right, needs one more parry, which will probably be lethal.
Oh no, you thought it was gonna be a little bit closer. Beepod has to take this somehow. No, went for the ultimate Charlotta ball.
Oh my gosh. Both players looking for something here. There's a third parry. You have to win the round now, though. Oh my gosh.
Spot dodge, we got the install, so that's no JL, but we did deny the triple parry from Charlotte.
No squares that round.
Yeah. All right, immediately running it through. Round start Charlotta ball. All you get is a counter hit for it. 2H swiped out of the skies.
This is looking really hard to get 3 Charlotta parries in a round.
Dude, help me.
And not to mention, converting on, can you even convert off a JL as Fairy into Charlotta? Is she too short?
Oh, wait.
Oh,
She's
I
got
don't
the hat,
know.
but is she too short?
I don't know. That's hard to say, but I think
we're about to find out.
Does
that count?
Do we count it? It was part of another combo. I'll leave that to the refs. But still, Zerom playing his heart out, trying to make it so we don't have to count it either way. Double trade in the mid-screen.
Something here. Both players not sure if there's much on the table for Beepod if he can't get the JL. Yeah.
Hey, so I think it's no squares from either side, right?
That's no squares because it says convert off of, so it's got to be the starter. You're converting off of
There
it.
you have it. The judge has spoken.
No way.
Judge.
The iPhone said 100% counts.
Can we
Not
pull
that
up
he's biased
comprehensive rules, Judge?
They converted though. They comboed after the
It is
JL.
letter of the law.
There were moves after the JL while he was in install.
It's true.
That's fair. That's fair. If
All
we're
right.
going
I
letter
like
of the
the
law,
letter
that's
of
fair.
art.
You got lawyered.
It's the spirit of the game.
I don't know. I feel like lawyering in Twitch chat is actually 100% part of spirit of the game. Just to be honest.
We will see if it ends up mattering. Will Team Hazel get this win with an asterisk, or will they take another route to victory?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That second row, again, just looking so strong. No one has been looking for the Callisto just yet. I think it's in a strong position for both boards, though.
I've seen none wake up to use.
Yeah, maybe they forgot about it. That's a full focus on your wake up kind of deal here. Oh no, I was thinking that if it was Gabagool, wake up to you, not something uncommon on the diva, but we are going to be seeing Coach Steve up next to the stand.
Yep, Coach Steve with some options here. Siegfried is on the board. He's a character that he plays. Landed combo with 3 stacks of Malignance.
That's his buff that increases his damage.
Yeah. Man ignorance. 3 stacks of kill all men. So true. Ladiva can't even do 2U super. Okay, I was wondering that, and then I was like, I'm just not going to bring it up. But thank you, chat, for reminding me that you also cannot do that. So Callisto is not going to be a win con for Ladiva.
It does say hit.
It does say, yeah, it does say hit, unfortunately.
We're getting all greedy on this.
Yeah.
Lennox wanted me to make it specifically with Catalina, but I opened it. Wow, I opened it to the entire cast.
I
Fair,
assumed it was a cat thing, and so I'm like, oh, what is it? You know.
I see people do it with all sorts of characters.
I don't think it's
CAG a
horrible.
lot.
Oh, CAG's to you. It's
Lots
crap.
of CAG players.
Imp said, I don't know about you, Ryer, but on the streets I pull up on Granblue ranked, I see these players mashing to
Ranked?
you.
I see it in bracket. Every week,
He's
every
using
Wednesday
up his
night.
stream.
Every Wednesday night. I see people just waking up into 2U.
That's cursed.
Dude, if I had a nickel every time chat said the Callisto, I'd be rich.
This actually, if we look at column number 2 for Team Hazel, this could all be achieved in this game with Steve on Siegfried.
Oh, okay. Win a round
Win?
with Bro. Land a combo with 3 stacks of Malignance.
Man.
And have all EX moves on cooldown. And I mean, Siegfried, definitely a good character to rotate your EX skills on. And I think the other two, like you're mentioning, not undoable.
Zerom looking for the Charlotta again. Another character like Siegfried, not the hardest character in the world to parry, probably. Like, not a tricky character by any means.
Yeah. We got the firewall. Are we going to look for it? That's one already in the first 5 seconds.
Ignorance is building. 2 stacks of it.
Man is ignorant pulling up with that 6XL.
6XL back. Looking like a normal bracket match right now. Not sure what both players are going for. Steve not wanting to overextend with the EX. That's a good one. 3 stacks.
Reaction on the
Steve
EXDP.
has to land a combo with it. Oh, wow, you have like no time once there's 3 stacks.
Yeah, so that's the thing. As you build up more stacks, right, the bar takes less and less time to actually run out, and you lose all of your stacks. It doesn't go from 3 to 2 to 1. You just lose all of them at once. So it is a big commit for sure.
Oh my goodness, random SPA. Not punish. Charlotta very hard to punish.
Grave counter out. Bring your opponent to 0 BP is still an available square on Team Elsa.
Yep.
At 3 stocks.
Both sides, I think, actually.
Yep.
And Steve is at 0 BP, so if Zerom takes this, the opponent will have been brought to 0 BP.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Spooky. Jump over the ultimate ball.
Damage on the table.
We'll spot dodge.
Attack from Zerom. For another tech.
Queen trying to avoid the chip damage. I understand. Firewall is a concern. That's through.
Whole defense here does not want to lose this square to his opponent.
Yep.
Time is on the table as well. You. One more hit.
Touch. Still the life lead in Coach Steve's favor as long as you don't get that last hit, but runs right into the elbow. Zerom still able to take the round.
Bring your opponent to 0 BP. Achieved. Actually, now the double perfect is a full-blown win for Team Elsa. Will they just put up somebody to try to double perfect their opponent? Oh, big 5H from Coach Steve. Gonna maybe spend all this DXs in this combo.
Malignance. No, but every single time Zerom taking to the offensive, just waiting to try and, extend that Malignance counter out.
Has already gotten the coast-to-coast combo with RS, but that would have been it again. Double Steve getting out of the corner here. No! This is so tragic!
Painful. On the BP situation right now. Zerom walking it out, looking for that 50 meter.
Oh my goodness. Oh no! Thanks to Mary of Steve. Takes that round with 3 stacks of Malignance earlier in the round. I do think. And he got it.
Yeah, we'll have to check the tapes for that one on the legality. EXDP immediately send it, looking for all these EX cooldowns. No, but there's still one left on the tank. Resend the Rekka. No, your cooldowns are back.
1 parry from Zerom on the table here too. 3 parries will give that top left square for Team Elsa.
Dorkin.
Oh, big meaty, close heavy. Oh, what a parry!
Now, but on the 67, just do it again.
He's running up, waiting now. How will Zerom take advantage of this, if at all? He gets close with 2M, the God button itself. In a moment there where all the X's were on cooldown.
Yep.
And that is a round.
Right, then the SBA, all EX moves on cooldown cleared for Team Hazel. I think there's a little bit of contention on the 3-stack Malignants, but of course we do have the, stream delay setup running for Imp if he wants to, just take a review on that as well.
The last
So
hit of the combo was the 3rd stack of the Malignants.
Oh, okay.
Venn diagram of what is and is not a combo coming into question.
Imp, I do think you're muted though.
You're right. I was muted.
There we go. Okay, cool.
I will go back and watch it, but I feel like it was a hit in the combo. It was just the last hit of it.
Well, that opens up the door for Team Hazel to win 2 rounds in a row with a throw.
We have double perfect and win 2 rounds in a row with throw.
Those are the
as
ones
win
on
conditions.
the board right now.
One is definitely a lot easier than the other. I'll tell you what. But of course,
I don't think either one of these is easy, to be honest.
No, neither is
Yeah.
easy, but one is certainly easier.
definitely both difficult. But if we're looking at rows that also have 2 squares as their win con as well, we were talking about it earlier on Team Hazel's side, we have BC a BC and hit the Callisto, but on Elsa's side in that top row, we have these 3x parries, which, Zerom has been looking for, but not able to seal out the rounds off of it, and not able to get that 3rd parry once their opponent realizes, and then combo off throw for Nier, which has not been attempted just yet.
We also haven't seen Elsa play yet, though, right?
Yeah, I actually got a roll for that team. Give me one second.
Is that a 50-50 at that point?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Steve said the 3-stack didn't count. If the player himself is gonna say it, I feel like that's enough spirit of the law for me.
Okay, there you know what? Shout outs to Coach Steve, one of the most honest people in the scene. Will not take a freebie.
He's drinking, bro. He's like, no, I'll win it either way. I'll pull back up with the Siegfried. I'll do it.
I was ready to give up. Oh no, never give up.
Yeah, that is definitely a hard one. The fact that you only have a few seconds to end your combo in the 3rd stock and then immediately open up your opponent again, like start the combo, you're running on a timer.
Damn. People gotta deny the... Okay, so it looks like Steve hopped off as well. So let me also roll for...
Okay.
Who is left on Team Hazel? I know we haven't seen Hazel.
Hazel.
Oh, and Gabagool.
Will
Okay.
we get the captains? Will we get the captains match?
We will.
Like we
We
will.
will. Yippee!
Hazel we have Narmaya on here. We have Percival on here for her board. Not
Dude,
in any...
I'm not gonna lie. Double perfect your opponent with Nier, possible. It's very possible, and Elsa's
entirely possible, yeah.
Okay.
If you can get
never
double
mind.
perfect your opponent, or if you can get combo off throw, like, I don't know.
Got it.
Actually,
Actually,
Steve can go again if he decides
Steve
to.
can go again. I thought he had left the room, but I guess what actually happened was there was a little room explosion. So Steve is going to stay on.
Okay, cool.
I guess
So
I'm gonna
Hazel's still waiting in the wings for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna remake the room just in case.
For those in the chat, you don't have to play twice.
You don't have to play twice. You can just hop off if you want to.
Wait, win 2 rounds in a row with throw on the Diva, like the chat is saying. I don't know. SSBA to close it out might be a little crazy.
It's a throw.
I am also saying that her air grab counts as an air throw. I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Like the
'cause-
anti-air throw because she scoops you
Yeah.
out of the skies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got booted to the main menu, so I should have done kill with a chip out.
Go with shit.
Yeah.
Couple good champions for that category. We haven't seen any CAG, actually. Yeah, now that I look at it, the CAG square is not in a terribly advantageous spot for Team Elsa.
Yeah, I think they're kind of ignoring that second row for right now. I think row number 3 with the Henri and the Soras as well, I think they've decided to give that one up a little bit. They're like,
Oh, 5 stacks of manliness. Oh, come on.
okay, the Soras is doable for 5th column, but I think trying to get the whole 3rd row, I think they're good.
You also have to win around with Soras. Like, I mean...
Oh, you're right.
possible.
You do have to win around. Maybe if it was Team Hazel and they had Coach Steve, because I know he likes to, run up with the Soras every so often. But I don't know, otherwise.
Yeah, complete abandonment of the 3rd row for Team Elsa. I respect the strategy.
Yeah, right?
We do have the Nier versus...
Steve is allowed to go again.
Yeah. Gonna
Yes.
go for the Malignance probably from Steve, because again, that second column is looking pretty juicy.
Yep.
And we have an outright win if Elsa can get a double perfect here, but also 2 near squares on the Team Elsa board. So plenty that can be filled out.
Oh, true.
Dude,
Yeah,
M&A
near
near
is very
cursed.
difficult.
I don't know. It's a lot of 6-6L, but it's doable.
Believe in victory.
A lot of
We're
6XL.
gonna
2M
see
is
round
good,
five.
but we say that it's good because of the conversions, right? So if we're just going for, barehanded fighting, I'm not too sure. Elsa playing it pretty slow to start.
I've not seen any death yet.
Maybe we're
Maybe
looking
going
for
for
the hand-to-hand combat. Oh, there we go.
We're back.
Yeah, they said I'm good, dude. Like, get death out here on the screen.
Pretty much all that leaves then is combo off the turret.
Yeah.
The double perfect's off the table.
Beat backstep into the 5H, even without death behind it. It's still such a big hitbox. Steve looking worse for wear. 100% SBA available on both sides on the bone-crunching death grips on the 2-2. You are evil. That's first round to Elsa. Double perfect off the table. No death also off the table, but still could be looking for the combo off the road like you mentioned, Ryer.
Not actually a whole lot both players can get out of this. So this might just be more of a denial for both players.
I think so.
There's 3.
Ooh.
Get the 3 stacks and I get hit.
Okay, that was scary for Elsa, right? Because I think, like you were saying, maybe just going for, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this round. I don't know if I really believe in trying to get this throw. But we saw the 3 stacks, and again, just like Steve's previous game, immediately you're looking to try and mash out. Just try and fight back to catch out that 3 Malignant stack. That's a quick game to Elsa.
Quick game for Elsa, and that will be Steve's second game. Gonna have to hop off.
But since we rolled last time, Hazel's just gonna hop on.
Sure.
Okay,
Just use that roll.
perfect.
The variance carries forward. So as we
Sounds good.
mentioned previously, Percival Narmaya squares. The Callisto still on the table for. It's in a really good spot for Team Hazel. Not so much for
Yeah.
Team Elsa.
Yeah, at least as far as what they're trying to focus on, these rows and columns. I don't think the Callisto is going to be a big look for Team Elsa. Again, the double perfect it's going to be difficult, but not undoable. The diagonals looking mostly unexplored, I think, on both teams. A little bit further on Team Hazel, but not really focusing them.
No, definitely looking at these. I think the vertical columns are what these teams are looking for. Hazel is going to go with an Armaya. We got bait throw with TKJ214.
Believe in
which
victory.
you see pretty much every day with Narmaya. Definitely one of her mainstay tactics. Uh-oh. You got touched.
Yep. Immediate jump in. Or double perfect. But still.
Oh! Mash out.
Dash out on the 2L. Hazel believe.
You know Elsa is not teching here. Down, maybe close out the round, but you don't get much out of that. The goal isn't just to win rounds.
Oh, he built up the 15. No throw baited. Elsa, I know, is aware of the bingo board. I'm sure they have the VC in the chat saying, don't go for the throw tech. It's fine if you drop the round. No squares taken from Hazel.
But Jaytsu, if we're not going for throw tech ever, we can die to throw 2 rounds in a row.
Wait, you're right.
Hazel might be chasing this other square. So do you press that throw tech as Elsa eventually?
See, condition you with the J2 and for you, thinks that you're winning and then forgets about that win con as well.
Use your opponent's reading comprehension against them, but that's probably only going to come into play at the end of the round. What a deep run in from Hazel!
Oh, drops the combo off of it too, but counter hit 2M off of the 3-second dash. Hazel doing the absolute endurance in the 400-meter right now, but pulling up with a normal EX mode.
Counter, throw. Very scary now. Throw, win condition on the table. Oh!
Ooh. Oh, but it's not the double kill with the throw. Hazel, you had a big life lead. Might have been able to drop the combo after the EX slip and look for one more throw, but all right, no squares either side.
Did Elsa press throw? Was the throw baited?
I mean, either. Oh, J214H.
We were mashing. Oh yeah, you know what? Mashing actually solves both of those problems there. It beats Hazel trying to throw, and it's not a throw bait. Hey, you know what? Yeah. We call that an option select. Wake Up 5L is an option select in bingo.
In bingo, definitely.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Maya
I
Barre
didn't
reaches
throw
this guy.
animation.
All right. I understand.
Damn. Damn, when the option select just throws a wrench in everything.
I'm selecting an option. It's an option select.
Square hole option select. You can tech throw by mashing.
Tech throw by
Oh.
mashing.
Arxis, please.
A throw tech. 5L.
Bait throw. Is letter of the law that a baited throw has to be shown with a whiffed throw animation?
I mean, that I
me,
feel like that's
yeah.
how we normally see it when we see it in bracket. We see
yeah.
that throw
Oh, yeah.
come out, and we see people get blown up.
It was not a throw bait. In
She
my
did not
world.
throw though. There was no bait thrown, but it is weird. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the kill was not a throw. We're not. It was not win 2 rounds in a row with a throw. That was available,
Yeah.
but I don't think Hazel was trying to go for it.
I'm not gonna lie, chat.
All right, put
For
the poll
somebody who gets to tech a lot of throws because I mash a lot, I kind of forgot that you could just invalidate a bingo square with mashing.
up. I forgot about it too when I was looking through these squares. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was playing Uni just yesterday, and I was like, why do I keep getting thrown? And they're like, are you teching the throw? I'm like, yeah, I'm mashing 5A, and they're like, what are you talking about, man? And I was like, oh no, I'm so Granblue pilled. I forgot that not every game has button tech.
It'd be rigged in your favor.
Our bingo is impossible. Nothing's impossible.
Maybe you just gotta explore other avenues.
You're one away.
It's a
Hitting a
double
throw is
With the
easier
double
than winning
perfect.
without tech. The double perfects do make it very difficult. Yeah.
You don't have to fill the whole card. It is a line that you need.
Yeah, you just gotta get 5. I'm sure you know this, but you know that makes the Elsa win con pretty hard. Maybe you guys gotta start, pulling out the character specifics. Maybe the Onray is what's gonna save you.
Yeah, maybe you gotta go to some of these other squares.
Elsa just has the super gap
The
while we
far
try
right
and fill
column
our
is-
bingo. Maybe.
Listen. All the people that are saying double perfect is impossible, I have seen you double perfect other people in this bingo in bracket. Every single one of you. So I don't want to hear that it's impossible. Dig deep.
Is it?
I believe.
I don't think it's a if it doesn't say perfect at the end, I don't think it's a perfect.
If I see the 7 letters, there you go.
Yeah. No hood perfect. Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
you gotta see the 7 letters. Pain.
What character heals? Why am I forgetting this off the top of my
Lowain.
head? Oh, Lowain. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, because
Wait, does it still
Lowain
say
deserves
perfect?
nothing. I don't
If
think
it says perfect, I'm gonna let the game decide this one. If it says perfect twice, back to back, it counts.
Oh no, dude, that's so cursed.
that's OD.
Oh no. Well, this game is bad. Wait.
And you can actually chase the Lowain square while you do that, because you'll be eating so much trying to heal to a perfect that you can do both supers.
I'm kind of fine with it because it's funny. I would let it rock.
If it says perfect twice, it's perfect. Who am I to disagree with the Arxis vision?
You said do double perfect with Avatar Belial. We gotta. No, that one's cursed. That one's
Get a
worse than winning a
perfect.
round
If we
without
wanted a
near
hard
death
square,
boost.
get a perfect with Avatar is a pretty hard one.
That's deranged.
I doesn't say get a perfect with Avatar.
No, but it could have.
It doesn't. No,
True.
but you could get 2 squares with it. It just might be the hardest pair of squares.
What? You can't get.
No, you.
Oh, I guess
you
in the
can't.
same game you could.
Oh yeah, you would lose. No.
You'd win as EX and then run it.
no.
What?
Wait.
Where we at?
The Vayne?
Yeah, Ronnie
Win
with
a
the Vayne,
game
yep.
with Vayne.
There you go. It's right
Yep.
there. Yeah.
I have seen the Ronnie True Vayne once or twice, so I was excited to see it, and finally pulling up to the stand here against Hazel's Narmaya.
Here we go. All you need to do is win the game with Vayne. Deepa did it with Matera on the equivalent square on the other board. But this is against Hazel's Narmaya. Oh, that helped.
Yeah, so this Bane square kind of opens up a lot for Team Elsa's board. You know, second row, fourth column, and of course that diagonal as well, which they already have a square in. I wonder if Hazel is particularly familiar with this matchup. We're immediately going to send the UDP.
Our character, there's been a lot of people giving up on that character.
Yeah, even though you're able to get a lot out of the anti-airs, if your opponent is particularly aware of that, especially in the mid-screen, you're not going to get a lot. But we are going to get a lot off of this counter hit close heavy for Hazel.
Time. Going for it. Going for it again.
Yeah, Matthew the 5L. We've talked about the tech, but still able to take the round.
Takes the round with the 6XL there. It does Hazel. And looking for both of those squares. Now cannot win 2 rounds in a row with a throw. Really just denial of the square for Team Elsa at this point.
I think both of the teams have just kind of decided not to use Brave Counter. They really don't want to, sacrifice that square. But we're sacrificing a lot of health over here in the corner, building up a lot of meter for Ronnie.
Get Brave Counter out. As you just said, they're not going to use it, but Hazel decides it is worth it to get out with it.
Yep. Ooh. Okay, pick up with the 6XL. Skill the combo, but still, over here in the corner, looking to try and even out that health lead. No!
No confirm!
Jay, 2PP available for Hazel. There you go! Super on the EX flip!
No, this character sucks, dude!
We don't see this character, man. Not when the square is win a game, but Ronnie 2 finds nothing here. Hazel with a super brings it right back.
I thought that was the sickest move in the world, but it's like, nope, it's gonna miss.
This game might be ass. Oh, no, dude. Oh.
Nope. Good hustle. Both teams fought hard.
That might be the hardest square
Good game.
on the entire thing.
No, yeah, you got to give up that diagonal, bro. It's the same diagonal as win a game with Bane and win a round without death moves on Nier. All right, that one's good.
I
Sorry,
didn't think it would be that hard. I didn't when I saw.
Their Maya mains and their Mash Fest. Did you not see Ronnie wake up 5L like 5 times? I think we gotta reverse the rules here on who we think the Mash Fest is. At least he has a super that does damage. True.
Okay, sure.
Winning without death is
Oh,
actually impossible. It's quite hard.
I do think that's super hard because
It
again,
is.
we were talking about it before. You don't get 5H because that's a death move.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Like,
rough.
it is empowered by death, so, you can't use it. And you can't move death to the other side of the screen to, like, get 5H back, because then you're also using death. It's quite difficult.
Yep.
Don't know who won. Hazel
won
the game.
Yes.
Without
But there
it.
were no squares gained off of it.
This is tricky. I think it's going to require a team huddle to really decide like what path can we take to victory. You can try to brute force it as Team Elsa and go for that double perfect, but it is very difficult when chip damage invalidates it. Like, I don't know, almost anything invalidates it. Even a throw tech will deal some damage to validate that perfect. Right, Gabagool on the Ladiva. There is a lot on the table for Ladiva here. Win 2 rounds with a throw and land every one of her command grabs at both options.
Dude, I immediately see the Canada folks going crazy as soon as Gabagool gets on the screen. Gabagool mentioned, but Gabagool also eating a couple of these spear thrusts from Ronnie Chu, trying to escape the corner.
Patient play from Ronnie Chu here, trying not to get too overcommitted.
Ultimate Lariat not only gets us out of the corner, but Whiff punishes here all the way over to the other side.
Oh, wake up 5L.
No.
Matching spotter. This time that super will hit. Deal like 4 damage.
Master detected. We're back out to the
Again?
Successful super, but still no BP available for Gabagool.
No BP and Bane finally does normal damage.
It's been normalized by the system mechanics.
The throw will get it for Raichu there, putting a couple things on the board as options here. Win 2 rounds with a throw is right next to win a game with Bane. Bane 6-6.
Yeah, just keeping Gabagool at bay here. This character not going to pump out a ton of damage with any of these grounded mid-screen hits, but it's going to do a really good job of keeping Granblue just locked out in the corner. The shield just barely came out of time to eat the ultimate lariat. I really thought it was going to go right past the shield.
Actually, really good for Ronnie here. Maybe like one more big hit. This is into super too if he wants it. Oh, shield.
So with the shield, that's the immediate DC out. Ronnie not ready for the counter. Lennox with the tier 1 sub, 19 months and barely any HP for Gabagool. Thanks for the support, and we win the round with that throw. That is win a game with Vayne, parentheses, crying emoji, close parentheses.
And that's a twofer. That is win 2 rounds.
That is a
with throw
twofer.
And win a game with Vayne. Opening up a lot of this board for Team Elsa, perhaps. That column is now fairly doable. Combo off a throw with Nier, easily denied, but can maybe open up other options.
Yeah, I think low profiling the projectile with Beatrix is going to be character dependent. You kind of just got to send the character and hope on your opponent having a fireball that's, you know, one, that they have a fireball, and two, that you're able to low profile it. So something like running into Siegfried, right, from Coach Steve, is not going to get you exactly what you need. But combo off throw, as far as Nier goes, pretty doable.
But
Agreed. And then
the
these
entire...
are more...
No, go ahead.
I was going to say some of these are more metagameable than others. Like, if you know your opponent has low profile projectile, you can just not throw projectiles. And so that does become a little difficult.
So
All
all
right.
of Team Elsa has rotated, so they're all back on the table now.
Let's see it. Yeah, HPA and summon Iggy in a round is not too hard, I think. Obviously, you're going to be looking for the counter zoning, trying to make sure that they're not able to eat a lot and get that meter back, but it can be tricky on the lane, I gotta say. On the Vayne, Nubenheimer take notes. Jumpy, don't tell me Nubenheimer plays Vayne. This dude went from like S tier Nago to playing Vayne and Granblue. What happened? It used to be a society. Yeah, these teams definitely are stacked. So just a quick run through, especially if you guys are just tuning in. I know we're pretty deep into the stream. We have Team Elsa over on that left side bingo board, which is Elsa, Zerom, Ronichu, Shuabu, and Have a Nice Day. And then we have Team Hazel as well over there on that right side bingo board with Beepause, Coach Steve, Diaphone, Gabagool, and of course, Hazel herself.
I think as of last game, everybody on both teams has gotten to play. So we've had sufficient games to get everybody playing. We will rotate back in. You saw the big wheel just get respun. We will have folks rotating back in, maybe seeing some of those characters that they were going for earlier again.
I think Gabba can stay on, right? That was only one.
Yeah, that was.
I think that was only one, so Gabba might be sticking around. Imp, I feel like I never see these emotes of you up until today. Impure Pain and Impure Y, I feel like I haven't seen, you know, up until very recently. It was kind of awesome.
You might see them a lot in this set.
I was there when Impure
Oh,
Y.
no?
Oh, yeah.
I know,
Impure
right?
Y was that was a night.
Oh, when it actually happened.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Lowain on the table for Ronichu. Gabagool on. Oh my god, the chop.
There we go, going for the immediate help lead here.
Looking for that 5U, trying to get the land every command grab started. Just gotta be careful not to do too much damage with Lowain here, and if you're gonna spend that meter on ultimate moves, you will not have it to use 200 meter worth of super in one round for that bingo play.
Send the cat bot, really trying to look for any of these eats, but no, the only thing you're eating is RC confirmed. That's a round for Gabagool.
Yeah, not a throw though, so that was an RS finish that.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot left there for Gabagool then, just besides land every. How many command grabs does Ladiva have?
She has the anti-air command grab. She's got... Do you have to land SSBA too? Oh, no. All right, that definitely does lock you in. 5U, grounded SPD as well. Great counter back into the corner. 1 DP for Gabagool.
There's 100 meter for Ronichu. Gonna get some hits here, going into the HPA.
Yeah, trying to at least get a health lead here just to make it a little bit more sure. Oh no, but you have to... You gotta build up a lot of meter off of eats, and Gabagool is immediately trying to catch that retreating movement.
You gotta build it up off of eating and get your health blown up. Oh my goodness, the anti-air grab.
I don't know if we got the 5U earlier on. Spot dodge to try and look for the ultimate SPD reset, but no. Ranichu just running to the other side of the screen. 50 meters. Whooped out of the sky.
That's the air throw.
That's air throw for sure.
Oh, you're right. Wins it with the air throw, which is the anti-air air throw. It's clean.
They asked about that a while ago, and I
They
was like,
did.
yeah, that has to count. That has to count as the air throw.
He takes to the skies. Like, that's an air throw.
From the back row coming in with that air grab. Isn't that two? What else would that be? Did he land? He didn't
What
land
else
SBA.
We did not get 2 rounds in a row with throw. I think we killed with like
No,
the
it was Raging
RC?
Chain.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Raging Chain.
Air SPD is even swaggier than regular air throw. That should super count. You know, I'm with
It
Viren on
counts.
this one. I'm gonna
It
be real.
counts.
You can fill in that square twice.
Yeah. It's a throw that ends you in the air. Like, you know, I believe it. Or takes you to the air, rather. You end on the ground. But, yeah, that opens up a lot here over in that top row. Spot dodge Raging Strike. Honestly, I think from both of these teams is really not something that we're going to see. Like, we're not risking
Are you saying
the
they're
Raging Strike
too
knowing
old?
that it's on the other side.
They got reactions. They can do it.
The one of
I
those-
think they just don't want to risk it because they know that both of them have spot dodge as that
No
square,
way. No way. This is
No.
rigged.
We
But...
rolled
All
the
right,
first
4 in a
one.
row. Back up.
Bro, what?
It's like fantasy football draft. You go like last in, first out.
This is cursed, bro. All right, Gabagool, you're sticking around on the stand.
Still has the option to try to land every command grab. Could maybe venture off into another square though.
Yeah.
True.
Hitting the Callisto, Brave countering a Brave counter. Still on the table for Team Hazel. Some of these less complicated ones, I'm not going to say easier ones, but less complicated ones are on the board still.
Oh yeah, the Belial triple parry. It's not difficult to do, but it's hard to win the round while doing through them in a row.
Wait,
But
Ronnie
is back
Chu
up
on
to the stand
Nier?
with Nier?
Here, perhaps just going to go for this throw combo. Or MMA? 6XL?
For the funny? Oh, immediate 5H does not count.
Having.
I don't know if Ronnie Chu knows that 5H doesn't count for the MMA. Haven't used any other death special so far, but
Yeah, perhaps we're seeing the attempt to do it. Okay, this is looking like an MMA Nier. Over to the other side. Even with. I think we are under the impression in the Ronnie Chu camp that 5H is not a death.
yeah. I think that's what they're assuming, but I don't know. We see death in it. We see
Callisto.
with
The Callisto.
What? The Callisto.
I forgot about that square too. All right, but you still gotta be
I
able to
got
steal
one
up round immediately. But doesn't confirm. But it's all good. We got that big mini claws to seal out the round. That's a square.
Death came out with the swiftness as soon as Konichu hit the Callisto.
Man, come on, man. You wouldn't have even gotten that square anyway. But you know what? We were baiting Gabagool into the mind game. Confident that we wouldn't get the square, but we do get the counter hit. Close heavy, but still able to escape the corner for it.
This is MMA. This is not MMA Nier. You could see Death is clearly here.
And she's not just inspiring you. Like, she is putting extra power behind that punch. But speaking of the punch, off of the EX Lariat, up against the wall here.
Oh, goes for the command grab. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, there it is.
Swoop.
It's a round with a throw. Oh no, it's not. Why did no damage?
Oh, no.
Buff Ladiva,
Full
man.
BP. Now Ladiva, no BP in the tank, up against the wall. It's one touch, even though the health bars look so different, but scooped up with the SPD. All we needed was that one throw. So one more round in the bank could put Gabagool with that square.
Oh, hear him in the chat saying it was on cooldown, so we could reduce damage.
That's damage. Okay. I see.
Pay attention.
You and I look at the
Big
Oh, me when I chop.
The corner, and I mean a win. Oh my God, the clash on the 6XL. Undeath. Only needs a throw here. That's a throw. Throw. That's
Wait.
2 rounds in a row with a throw.
All right, we have opened up the potential set point for Team Hazel here. That second column, all we need is a combo with 3 stacks of Malignants. But it has been very difficult, and Coach Steve has tried to do it multiple times already. With that 3 or 4 second timer, you really don't have a lot, even though you have gotten to your potential win con scenario.
Every command grab except SSBA was not landed,
Yes.
I believe. I don't know how many that character has. Yeah.
Oh, those are throws. You're not going to convince me they're not throws.
I also can't count higher than like 3, so I wouldn't know how many.
Oh, no. They're
I
about
lost
two
track.
rounds in a row with throw.
Yeah, that's
It was definitely 2 rounds, yeah.
That's a given. I'm talking about.
Now, all command grabs, I don't know
all
if we got the grounded SPD in the round that he had got all the rest of
No,
them.
I don't think we got all of them in one round.
Oh, SBA and SSBA. All right, that one's
Yeah,
kinda
I didn't.
hard,
There
I'm not
wasn't a
gonna lie.
single SSBA in that set. So
You're
certainly
right, you're right.
every command grab.
Damn, we gotta spend 200 meter for it? That's evil. I
Yeah.
didn't realize.
Wayne's got to spend 200.
100,
over on
yeah.
the-
All right, well, one of them has a parfait that gives them 50 meter, but that's my side.
Hey, these boards
Oh,
are
man.
getting full. There are win cons on both
Let me
boards.
pull them up.
That is actually the first time now Team Hazel has a chance to get the win con. And it's on a
True.
pretty straightforward one with Siegfried. We might see a lot of Siegfried coming out of Team Hazel now.
I do wonder if the rest of the team is actually just gonna go all Siegfried and look for this 3 stacks. Like, while one of them is playing, the rest of them are in training mode, labbing out the triple malignant setups,
I mean,
and then they're trying to figure it out. That might be the key to victory. Let's see.
I could just hit 5U 3 times and go auto combo. And I've landed a combo with 3 stacks of Malignants, right? So, having
Actually true.
faith-
What is the Granblue handshake? The Granblue handshake is when you whiff throw in front of each other. So you're just barely outside of throw range,
Yeah.
but
It's
you
like-
also have to win the round for it to count.
It's usually somebody threw, and then the other person was trying to tech that throw, but the first one whiffed, so they both just whiff throw in front of each other.
Plus on whiff moment. People also call it the COVID handshake. That's how it goes.
Granblue handshake is 6-6 out clash throw.
That's cursed.
Yes, I can. Sentences.
Do I have to roll for both?
Gabagool
That
was
I'm
up
not sure.
once upon
Yeah.
the second roll.
Gabba, are you staying on? That's the
This is Gabba's
question.
Yeah.
Third.
We got to see what Gabba's doing. So he can stay on, but that's up to him.
Yeah.
Easy win with 3 stacks of Siegfried. Good thing everyone's got a Siegfried, right? That's what I get for scrolling Discord.
You have to
Dude,
win
true
the
though.
round to get the square, and you have to win the match to claim the bingo. So even if the square gets filled, that's not an assured.
Yeah, you have to win the game. You have to win a game to call bingo.
Oh yeah.
So
So you
if
can have it,
if
but you
win-
need to win to seal it out. Yeah.
If you win and get the square, do you have to then win another game after that?
I don't think
No.
so, right?
No. It's if you get it and then you win the game, you can get it.
Okay. You can do both at the same time. It just might be a little difficult.
Right.
Need coach to lock in now. We need coach to be rolled if you want the Siegfried, which would need Gabagool to go back into the rotation. Unless Gabba also wants to play Siegfried, which
Could be. could
not
be.
unlikely.
If you're going for another square on this Team Hazel board, I think you're probably going for that Perform a Coast to Coast RC combo, or
Mhm.
maybe the Callisto. It's one of those.
Yeah, but you can't do the
combos.
Callisto on Ladiva.
Yeah, true.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. And BC a BC, it to hinge your win con on that, I think feels not
That's really
great,
tough.
right? Because both teams are being very cautious about it.
There's not a ton on that board that's looking terribly.
Can you do a
achievable.
delayed Callisto? No, it's on Wake Up. A Callisto
not
is
enough.
Wake Up to you into SBA, SSBA.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's to you, then SBA in that order, hell no.
You got to be
You
waking
can just
up.
have 3 stacks of Benignants, wait 10 seconds, and then have it count as the combo? Hell no.
Walk back
The
and
timing
forth.
of things does
Elsa
matter.
above on screen. Perhaps a 2-2U. Win around with 2-2U is on the table.
Oh, true.
Gabagool on the Ladiva, maybe trying to hit all these grabs.
Or
Like-
double perfect. Hava can definitely double perfect with.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bubs.
Do you want to be Ladiva into a Beelzebub when double perfect is a win condition for the other team?
Wait, that is true. I mean, you have some jump scare ultimate skills, but Bubs does have that really strong mid range to try and keep you out. So let's see.
Will counter with what's the word? With no remorse. Will counter as hard as possible.
Believe in victory.
Let's see. So it is going to be Gabagool on Ladiva looking for all of these command grabs. I almost wanted to give it to him at this point. He has landed so many grabs.
He's done them all, but not in the same round, right? So having to stay playing very patient here. A lot of these black fives just, you know, trying to keep you locked down in the corner. I did not know that the headbutt just eats a single arrow.
Hey, I learned. Yeah. Shades of Zangief.
Yeah, right? Okay, walking up slowly. Gabagool's just trying not to get the perfect in this first round.
Ava playing super lame, just trying to keep out. There's a brave counter to blow up the perfect. There are so many ways to not get a perfect in this game. Actually.
I know. It's scary. Yeah, full charge on the projectile.
Looking like Hava probably just trying to whittle down Gabagool's HP so becomes a viable win condition, and the less BP on the opponent, the more doable that is too.
Okay.
Now we're at 0 BP. I mean, this is
Yeah,
like a
immediate.
tap. This is a tap and a 2-2-U.
Yeah, PC didn't spot dodge the ultimate lariat, but does get caught out with the 2-2-U.
First try, have a nice day, gets it. I would expect no less.
There's so much to look out for. You're trying to win the round to try and deny one of those squares, and all of a sudden you forget, oh, yes, I am in kill range for the 2-2-U.
Gotta be very careful here because the spot dodge on a Raging Strike makes that board all sorts of open for Team Elsa. You cannot press DC if you are Gabagool.
Yeah. I think Gabagool not feeling too stressed about that square. Oh, no, caught out with 2-2-U again. This isn't even for the square. We're just keeping it.
This is tactics.
Get the corner. Nice to see Grappler struggle. What you got against Ladiva, man?
Hate fully on display on a Friday night in the chat.
That's what I'm saying. You know, one could say Aki's a grappler. One could say that Gabagool is trying to make his way on in with a 100-meter, but Brave Counter in the mid-screen off of the black flies. I guess just trying to reduce some of that block stuff.
Taking a little loss in this situation. Not sure what Gabagool will be going for here. Has 0 BP.
Oh, looked a little lost, but found his way. SSBA steal it out. 1, 2, and that's a 3 for the kill. Put the round on the board.
Ding, ding, ding. Gabagool taking it to a game 3 here. Looking to just deny as much as possible from Team Elsa.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I think we're seeing a lot of the jump-ins into 5L, a little bit of that delay. I wonder if Gabagool is now looking for Brave Counter or Brave Counter, right? Because Hava has been fine with spending some of those bravery points just to try and keep Gabagool out.
Yes.
Which would open up the Callisto as a win con as well. Right, full charge, spot dodge.
Playing the long-range game is Hava looking for here. Trying to take the game. Air throw is on the table for Team Elsa as well. We might see a cheeky air throw from Hava. Jumps up that middle row. Gabagool jumping a lot.
We're seeing a lot of jump backs.
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Hava might be looking to seal out a square with that air throw.
All I can really think is might be on the table left over.
Big counter hit starter off the ultimate lariat. Quickly evening up the life lead.
Jump back, big hit.
Not enough.
Takes both rounds with the 2-2-U.
We're not going to double up on the square, but at least we're denying any chance for Gabagool to put another square on the board. Have a nice day. Okay, looking clean on this final column for Team Elsa's board. We got the 5-stack Soras and then spot dodging a Raging Strike, which we really have not seen any of those outside of combos so far, so it's going to be a hard win con to try and hinge it all on.
Yeah, I can't really think too many characters who really rely on trying to actually Raging Strike to like break your guard. I know
Right.
Narmaya sometimes goes into that reset, but we certainly won't see it in this format. And other than that, I can't really think of too many outside of a cheeky one to, you know, throw in there.
Yep. Who won a game as Matera? It was B-Paw.
Oh.
That was much earlier on in the stream. So, you know, we got the fairy, so of course we got that zoner mindset as well. So being able to seal it out with the Matera. I do think it's funny that both of the win a game with X bad character, crying emoji in parentheses, are both filled out on both sides.
Yeah, they both players did a good job of doing that. Running shoe getting it with the Vayne.
Yep.
B-Paw getting it with the Matera. B-Paw also going to be coming up to the stage again here.
Ooh. Speak of the birthday boy, and he shall appear back up to the stand.
Not sure where you really go here as B-Paw.
Yeah.
Siegfried, maybe?
Yeah, maybe just to try and go for the triple stocks.
Dude, I last time we did bingo, that's what Defy's team did. I'll never forget watching Big Black try and play Wagner.
What was the win con for that board?
You had to
Is it like armor 3 with the force function?
no, it was
Go with the
do a burn, like put burn on the opponent with Wagner. So 2-2C into 2-2C. And they found out after Big Black went up that he didn't know how to put burn at first. And he didn't have combos, he didn't have anything. And so they were like giving him advice in the in real time.
Man. He didn't even ask the team. He's like, all right, guys, I'm up for this win con. Any questions, man? No, I got it. I believe in myself. He locks in. He's like, shit, wait, how do I burn? What do I do? Alrighty.
All right. Beepop versus Hava. Hava can go in.
Hava's on Cheetah, it looks like.
Cheetah, double perfect win con on the table. Spot dodge, a raging strike is there. Air throw is there. So we'll be looking out for those 3 things. Everything else is character specific.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're getting there with Team Hazel as well. Most everything is, besides that top 2 rows, those are all generic.
Yeah, both of these teams kind of threatening the 2 squares away from the top 2 rows. But otherwise, I think, man, that diagonal for Team Elsa is pretty rough on both sides, right? Spot dodge a Raging Strike and win a round without death moves being in those corners is pretty rough. Even though parry 3 times in a round with Charlotta is not super undoable, we have to wait for Zerom to be rolled, and then we also have to seal it out with that throw combo near.
Yep. I mean, the diagonals for Hazel are no better. You have land every command grab with Ladiva and spot. I don't even know if the opponent has enough HP to tank every command grab from Ladiva.
Yeah, that one is painful.
And then spot dodge raging strike is also on their diagonal. So
okay,
gets a little. It's in the top left. So that means those 2 diagonals. We're probably not seeing a diagonal bingo today.
I see. Yeah, BC of BC is achieved on Team Elsa, so I don't think it's undoable on the side of Team Hazel. And then winning with hitting the Callisto, and then winning the round is also not undoable. Yes, you're locked out of it for Gabagool, obviously, since it doesn't combo off of the 2U, but you still got 4 other capable members headed up to the stand. And speaking of, we got Have a Nice Day versus, is that Beepause on the side with Cagliostro?
No tag specific square on the right board. So we'll just be looking for some of those universal ones like coast to coast RC combo.
Okay.
Uh-oh, big hit from Hava here, and this is Cheetah, so you do not want to be hit one more time here. Smash out from Beepause.
Okay, laser attack. Tries to go for the Granblue handshake, but instead Have a Nice Day just looking for the mash out. Yeah, trade with the Molten Fireball. It's so good in the corner, man.
Is it unblockable, or are we just getting hit every time?
It is blockable, but I think it catches out a lot of attempts to, try and go for the throw tech situation there as well. Spaced out a little bit to try and go past some reversals. So it is definitely spooky. We see that a lot from Have a Nice Day. We also see the wake up match from Beepod to put us back into the mid screen.
That is no perfect on the table here. Have won the first round without a perfect. What he's able to do here? Back throw back into the corner. Another throw. Oh my goodness. Beepod going emphatically for this Granblue handshake, it feels like.
Just goes for the regular throw this time. Trying to bait something out with the back TP, but instead another throw is all you get.
Throw not terribly threatening right now in this format on either board.
Smash out with the 2L. Putting a lot of brave counters on the board, maybe trying to inspire Hava and look for a BC on BC of your own.
And this hit should finish it for Hava if you want to take it. Not much else would be done. Yeah. Have a nice day.
Yeah, all of those universal win cons, unfortunately, off the table. The double perfect your opponent, no longer available for Team Elsa in that last round, so just going to be able to seal it out with that SSBA. I know we're looking for the air throw, but I don't think we really saw Beepod take to the sky a lot. I think is aware that that's setting up a win con for that team.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, this is becoming a little tricky here. We've seen nobody go Lancelot. I feel like the Lancelot one is not that hard. I mean, yes, it's something that requires a little bit of setup, requires a little bit of timing. You got to anti-air, so they have to be jumping. But
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's one. I guess it just leads into a dead end with win around with no death move. So maybe that's why we haven't seen it yet. But it also opens up the Honor.
Oh, you're right. It opens up that second column. And pairing an SBA or SSBA with Onre, I'm trying to think, right? I guess the counterplay to that is your opponent not using it outside of, a combo. But Zerom is back up on the board, back up to the stand, so he might still be looking for that parry 3 times in a round with Charlotta.
Zerom said in chat earlier, and I quote, "I can double perfect."
Okay.
Was the only person that said I can do it.
Okay. There you go.
All right.
It
Put
takes
your money
faith.
where your mouth is, Zerom. Let's see it.
I've seen it for sure. So
I have too.
was not surprised. And then even if the double perfect doesn't happen, so maybe from this perspective, maybe for round 1, you see if you get a perfect. You just see, like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe I get a perfect. If you don't, you have parry 3 times in a round on the table, which opens up Elsa to just have to combo off of a throw with Nier. Again, not the easiest thing in the world, especially if your opponent is just mashing on every wake up. But there are ways to do it, and I know some of these players can find it. So
Oh, we're going for the Vera.
and a Lucilius from Zerom, going for that.
Oh!
Sword game. That opens up row 4, which has the anti-air with Lancelot and the double super with Luane. Both very doable.
Yeah, I don't know. Row 4 might be the win con here for Team Elsa. So pulling up with the Lucilius to try and put that third square in that row immediately with the double 6-6L.
Similarly, Beepaw on the Vera just trying to land a 5U. We might see, this is another one where you kind of mind game 2 parts of the board. You have Vera 5U, which makes them want to jump a lot, and then you have Air Throw. But Air Throw already achieved for Team Hazel, so not quite able to run that tactic.
Yep.
Sword gauge is filling the load for Zero. You just want to use as many special moves and as much U gauge as possible. Almost there, though.
All right, we're at level 4. Pretty close, and the health leads so much in Zerom's advantage.
Zero only needs one more special move to get full. There's the 5U.
Right.
Probably just going to depend on who wins this round now.
Wait, up against Install Vera up in the corner, but still both of the jump-ins just gonna whip right on Zerom.
That's max sword gauge, too. So just a kill here is enough to get this square.
Ooh. There we go,
Reach
pick
max
it up
sword
with a
gauge
gold
with the
sword.
Lucilius. Achieve.
Battle 2.
+1 on the board
That's
here.
good.
Zerom just trying not to give up any other squares on the way over.
Yeah, now it's just win the match. Really opens up the door here, exploring some of these squares that we thought we might not see before.
Yeah. I think, Beepaw evening it up with getting that Vera 5U, not the worst thing in the world here, especially when you have install Vera against Lucilius in the corner. Not super great on the defense, especially without meter behind it, but I think Zerom just holding on to that meter, trying to make sure you have any escape.
Trying to look out for that 5U as well. Like, if you don't get hit by 5U, you actually give up like next to nothing.
Yep.
Oh, DP. Electing to just punish with a normal hit. Maybe a 5U punish was on the table there to actually hit a 5U. Jump in. Jimmy. Oh, Brave Counter was on the table there for Zeron, but he did not take it. I guess their team already has it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess not focused on it. They didn't have to do it. They came to do what they needed to do with the Lucilius and are able to take that character-specific square. I think, to your point, there are ways off of, I want to say counter hit, close heavy, to link into the Vera 5U, which would, I think, count, but not looking for it off the UDP.
Right.
So
Yeah,
now
just
they're
as a
looking at it.
punish was my thought. If your opponent's never going to let you do it in a block string or neutral, you're going to have to do it as a punish.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Coach Steve has been rolled for Team Hazel.
Yep.
meaning
The Siegfried win con still available.
Yes. We actually might see... This might get really close here, because if Zerom goes Lance or Luane to try to fill that row, if that's the path that team's going.
Steve also has the Belial
Steve does also
squares
have a lot.
as well.
True.
That square, though, is a bit inept because it's in an unfilled column and it's in a row
Yeah.
that has double perfect your opponent. So that's kind of a square that I don't think we're gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see Give Daddy some sugar in this round.
We're going for blackout. True.
sometimes that happens. I actually initially asked, I was like, do they have to fill the whole bingo card? And,
No, we learned
that
that
would be
with
cursed.
Uni. This is basically exactly what happened with Uni, where at first everyone fills a bunch of squares, you knock out all the easy ones, and then it gets a little bit harder. You got to start planning strategy, trying to figure out exactly what row you're going to take.
Yep.
And actually, this is a run back of the previous match in this bingo. Zerom on the Charlotta versus Steve on the Siegfried.
So we got the custom character portrait for it as well. Heading into another game. Let's see it. Can we get the triple parry? Can we get the triple malignance? One more time. Game number 1.
Perfect. There's a lot of stuff that could be got here. And a lot of parries. Nobody's been hit yet. Uh-oh. Ooh, first hit Zerom.
Right up against the wall, immediately establishing the life lead, making it so that, you know, if you're trying to be a little bit greedy with the parries later on, you have a little bit of room to work with the caught with the cross-up jump in.
Counter is enough, and the hit follow-up from Steve. So no perfect on the table here. Ultimate ball, dodge, but no punish.
Ooh,
Nothing.
yeah, maybe not trying to get too much off of that 2M hit. You're really looking for that triple stack, so anything that sets you back up for it is pretty good.
No stack of... Oh, there's one parry. No stack of Malignance for Steve here either, so looking kind of unlikely that we're gonna see that. What a punish!
Yeah, immediate into the SBA, or SSBA rather, just send it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Right? Fireball, one parry.
Back throw, walk up, still caught out by the 5M.
I'm showing a little bit here, trying to get Steve to press a button of some sort. There's 2 parries.
And crossing for the corner, looking for 3, but no, Steve runs up the deep dash in. Clean delay, looking for that parry.
Yeah, very effective way to beat those parries. Jeez. Oh, there it is. That's 3. Now
There we go.
has to win the round.
Walk it out. Ooh, still caught out. So much range on Coach Steve Siegfried.
Uh-oh, that was supposed to be a brave counter. Steve with the empty jump. This is a ton of damage. This is Siegfried after all.
Yep.
Not gonna be dead though.
I think it just barely puts you into throw range. Wait.
Really close.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Chance for Zerom though. Has a huge clutch factor. Do you? Jump in?
Oh no, up against the wall. SSBA isn't gonna be able to kill, but it does put you in throw range.
SSBA is gonna come out. Captain Sword. Big damage. Goodness. Pop. Yeah, throw will kill. Flash into the DP from Coach Steve. Gonna take it over Zerom, preventing that 3 parry square to be filled again.
Honestly, I think against Zerom on his main, you're like, all right, I just want to make sure that he doesn't get this
The double
square.
perfect.
It's fine if I don't get the win con. Like, I just gotta stay alive.
Yeah, that is... Zerom, notably, has now successfully landed 3 parries twice in rounds, but has not been able to close the round after doing so. Taking a little bit too much damage along the way. Steve has the option to stay up here. Steve did not press 5U once, by the way. He was not going for a square. He was playing defense that round.
He was playing to make sure that we weren't bleeding any squares to the opposite team, which I think is fine.
Shubu is going to be coming up. This is legit impossible, says Hava in chat. Only if you believe it to be so.
So true. Not with that attitude moment. Couldn't press 5U against Charlotta. Yeah, the threat of Charlotta ball just stopping you in your tracks is very obnoxious, to say the least.
Take a gajillion damage. Yeah. All right. Immediate jump on from Shubu on the Luane. We are looking at this 4th row, maybe even this 4th column for Team Elsa.
Shuabu said he wanted the perfect with eating.
Siegfried.
Also an
Oh,
option.
wait, I forgot. That's also a win con too. Even if you heal the health back, it still says perfect on the end screen. So let's see it. Shubu up to bat against Coach Steve.
2 bottles of wine, going to be popping them in celebration if he is able to double perfect here. Oof.
Back in the corner, finds a close H.
Better start eating. The help came. Did we do the research? Does it say perfect? Here's HPA.
Yep, saw the 100 meter, immediately gonna go for it. It's fine if we get the EX bunk, and now we're looking for 100 more meter in the tank.
You actually don't want to do too much damage here if you want to try to get Iggy out as well. Steve just taking the missiles.
As Steve understanding the assignment, he's like, I know you're looking for that second super, but you're not gonna get the chance.
So tough. You just like HPA and then like run away. Is that a way to do it?
I suppose so. We did a little bit too much damage early on, so you know that attempt to zone also gives Steve the opportunity to just run into it and deny you that second super.
On both sides.
We are
I think
tactically geniuses.
I think it was to deny the eating. I don't think it was the second super. I think it was to deny the eat.
Hey, HPA. Run for your life. Oh no, he has plenty. Big damage. Mix up time. Ouch. You know what Team Hazel doesn't have is a coast-to-coast Raging Chain combo, and I think that was just one. Siegfried very good at going coast-to-coast with that ultimate. Oh, and that was a Brave counter of a Brave counter.
Wait
a minute.
Steve might be cashing out on squares right now. Coast to coast RC,
forgot about all
BC, BC. Now you have 2 more win cons available. Spot dodge or Raging Strike, or hit the Callisto.
We forgot about all of these options.
And I think so did Shuabu, right?
Big hit from Shubu here. Let's
I
look
mean,
into
it's
the
not the
double
meter that
win
you need.
here. Okay.
You action, but not afraid of the knockdown here. Coach Steve brings you back closer to the corner here, still mid-screen.
Oh, this is scary. This is actually a lot of different ways Steve can win this. Steve is on 3 bingos right now that he can achieve in this round.
That's what I'm saying. Triple Malignant, spot dodge while Raging Strike, but doesn't be able to get any one of the above.
What is, oh my, the tankiness. Nice, DP on wake up. Okay, Raging Strike. That was the scariest Raging Strike I think that was possible in this game, because a dodge of that Raging Strike into a punish counter kill was GG.
Yeah, that was actually the boomer check. That's terrifying. You're Shuabu, and you're like, my opponent is 1 back input and 1 guard button input from sealing the set.
Total victory.
And I'm still going to send the Raging Strike.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Epic victory.
Wait, Team Hazel's in a really good spot.
Yeah, off of those 2 squares in a single round, Coach Steve has really set up the team to try and close this out.
There's a lot of ways to do this now. We got the Callisto, we got Spot Dodge or Raging Strike, and we got the Siegfried win con that has been on there for a few rounds now. Hazel is rolled.
Hazel on the Narmaya or the Percival. Are those 2 U's particularly good to try and land the Callisto?
I think Percival's
the real
is quite
question.
good. I think Percival's
Yeah, I would
is
imagine.
quite good. Maybe not.
I would assume the Narmaya 2U, like, you know, average. I wouldn't call it particularly bad, but
Yeah.
maybe if you're looking for the Callisto win con, that is the.
If you're going for
looking
just that, you pick Nier, you pick Kag,
Mm.
maybe Cat for the respect to the name.
I feel like Hazel has a
Oh, true.
character that she can play that can do the Callisto well.
You only go for that though. Your opponent just holds down back. You can't only. Go
That's
for that.
true. That's.
You gotta-
I
you
mean,
gotta-
that's what
No
we
one
talked about
here has
before.
been holding down back. Not a single person. They're
Because
all
they're
afraid of
throws,
throw.
bro.
They're all
But
mashing.
I guess that square is already taken, right? So maybe they don't have to worry about it anymore. The Callisto is very real on Narmaya. I would imagine it's very consistent into her SBA and SSBAs. I think it's not the, you know, longest range sweep in the game, but I imagine it's pretty good here as we head into another game. Shuabu sticking on the Luane and Hazel back up to bat with the Narmaya.
Shubu on. It says Zerom on the name. Shubu is the one on green. What they end up going for. Party time. Trying to build up some meters. Nice. Looking for that throw bait on Narmaya too. That is still an option.
Yeah. Worst case, they block it. Still plus on them in the corner, so it's not the worst thing in the world here for Hazel.
I just realized what's super scary with the Callisto as well is you have to intentionally take a knockdown to go for it.
Yes. It is on wake up specifically.
We're just holding on to the guard button. We're like, I'm good, man. I have such a big health lead, I don't need to risk it.
I think if you're trying to metagame, though, you don't want to guard this. You want to actually take damage and make it harder for Shubu to get a second super out.
Oh, because I think the hits of the HPA don't build up meter, correct? I mean, Chad can correct me if I'm wrong, but still pull up with the throw and stop him in his tracks.
Battle 2. Engage.
Right? Ground starter EX Flash.
Yeah, Senda Setsuna maybe trying to catch Shuobu being a little bit greedy with the eat, but just whip a couple of 5Ls right in Shuobu's face, and now he's going to take his turn. Yeah, nothing baited off the J2-1 for you. Still lots of health here for Hazel.
Not sure what both players are going for here. Not sure if that was a throw bait either. Gonna have to slow down the pace on that.
Alright, that's HPA. Just run them to the corner, but Hazel just going to jump right back out. Oh, looking for the jump out, but still up against the wall.
It's still 5 meter. That might have been true.
I see. I mean, either way, not really getting a lot of progress towards that SSBA, but still, we took a lot of damage here. Oh, no.
Hazel wins the game. That's it.
Yeah, we're on bingo point, but Ultimate DP putting Hazel in a risky situation here. Still not able to kill off the triple throws.
Yeah, you gotta win now.
You gotta lock in, Hazel.
Brave counter off. Skip on the table. Brave counter to stay alive. Beat.
Baits the throw with the J214H Hazel, the team captain sealing out the final square. That second row with the Callisto. Team Hazel takes WASD Granblue bingo.
Claiming the bingo with the
Let's
Callisto.
go.
There it
Damn.
is.
People said it was impossible, but
The shoe will fold.
Team
That is
Hazel did
crazy.
it.
Team Hazel was able to do it, clearing the line with Brave counter, a Brave counter. Win a game
Yep.
with Matera, crying face. Win a round with 3 BP, hit the Callisto, and convert off of JL with install, Fairy.
Fun set of sets from both of these teams fighting for their lives. A couple shenanigans here and there when we were metagaming between the different squares, but you know, hopefully all of the competitors and all the contestants had a fun time. Hopefully everybody in the stands had a fun time watching along as well. I see 42 people in this Google sheet, which I think is not a metric that most tournament organizers try and go for engagement, but I'm gonna count it. I don't think many others can say that.
Yeah, that was a blast. It was fun to watch all the players show off. I think pretty much everyone got to play their main at some point through it. Lots of great matches. If you like Granblue action like this and you're not already familiar, definitely pull up to this stream Wednesday nights. These folks and many more play in a weekly bracket with nice matcherino on the line usually, and plenty of good matches. So definitely check that out.
Oh yeah, Granblue on Wednesdays. Of course, this Sunday is going to be Uni as well, and Monday, of course, always that Type Lumina Match Fest. So make sure you guys stop on by. There's always more WASD action for you guys, but for Friday night, I think that's going to be the rest of it, so you guys can, you know, head out, go out, do whatever you're feeling. But any last words for the chat before we send them on their way?
Yeah, just thank you for coming out. I want to go back to running more formats that aren't just double elimination, especially online. I think too many people get caught up in the online brackets have to be like standard double elimination. So I just kind of wanted to do some fun things that are no prize pool, nothing like that. Just kind of show off the game, have some fun. We have a Melty 2v2 the first week of July. Where teams are going to play both MBAC and Lumina. So keep an eye out for that. I believe it's set for the 5th, July 5th. And then Uni 2 bingo is going to be coming. We did Uni 1 bingo, and that was a blast. But we're planning Uni 2 as well. So just kind of across the board, just trying to introduce new formats. If you guys have any ideas, please just let me know. I'm happy to like try and run them, workshop them. Yeah, like I said, I just want to run some other fun stuff besides just normal double elimination. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun as well. Sorry if the bingo cards were a little unbalanced.
I don't know about that.
But I don't know. I feel like people filled up a bunch of them. Double perfect, definitely harder than I expected in Granblue. I was like, I've seen people do it, but I yeah, that I probably should have put that in a corner, but Team Hazel, good shit.
All I'm saying is, you talk about your card being rigged, but I saw 0 Soras, 0 Anre, 0 Lancelot, 1 Beatrix on the other team in these games. So, not always the most straightforward path to victory.
It's true.
Paragon is throwing a Granblue bracket though, so I'm gonna send everybody over there to watch the a bit of their ladder. But yeah, thank you again to everybody who came out. I'll probably see most of you on Wednesday. Thank you, Ryer and Jaytsu, for hopping on the mic.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
And
Oh yeah, thanks for having us.
yeah, I'll catch you all later.
Peace.
Alright.
Yep.
Bye-bye.